Hello, this is Pen and Charms. I'm running a small business in Instagram and I'm posting YouTube videos on tools required to use and what are the clay I use to make clay charms. If you are interested in making clay charms or if you want to know tips and tricks to make clay charms, then this is the right place for you. So if you ask me what I make or what I sell, I make customized keychain, chain, bracelet, earring, phone case charm, cake boxes, cake mirrors, Trinket dishes, rings and many more. If you want to place order, then DM me on Instagram as well as you can contact me through email. I recently got a huge order on Instagram where the customer asked me to make 8 different accessories using 30 different handmade charms. So I made them. Let's take a quick transition to see what I made. So this is the clay I use for making. If you want to know how to make this clay, then do watch my YouTube video where I uploaded how to make it. So these are the charms I made. Each one of them is very different from each other, so it took me a lot of time to make it, but I tried to complete it as soon as possible. So now the first thing I'm going to do is glaze. This video is regarding glaze as you saw in the thumbnail. I use different methods of glazing. So the first step before glazing is to clean it thoroughly. The most asked question to me is how to remove the dust particles that is caught in the clay charm. The best way to clean it is you need to use moisturizer and a clean cloth. By rubbing the clay charm using moisturizer dipped cloth, you can remove the dust to the maximum, but you need to do this process before the clay charm completely dries. The most important point to note is you need to keep it in a sealed place to avoid catching dust. Now that the charms are completely clean, we are going to move to the next step, which is glazing. But before glazing, we need to attach the eye pins to it so that we can easily glaze them. These are the glazes I prefer to use. If you want to know in detail, you can check out my YouTube video where I have reviewed one of the glaze I used here. Let me show you one by one. The first one is a spray type glaze. During my initial stages, I used to use Cosmo spray. You can also use this one. Both of them are really good. The quality is also very good for the price and the quantity is also very good. So you can prefer any one of them. And the next one is a liquid type glaze. I have used it several times and I have already uploaded a video on reviewing it. But I will be saying there is one flaw, which is you need to use an additional tool for using this, and the quantity and quality is good. I will not say that this product is a waste. I will be saying that it is pretty much difficult to use. That is the only problem in it. And the last one we are going to see is pretty much less in cost compared to other glazes. This is nothing but a clear nail polish. I will be saying that it is not preferred to use for something that you are going to make it for your customer, because if you want to make something for yourself, you can use it, but not for the customers because of the quality. Now we are going to move to the next step, which is attaching the eye pins. I separated them because I am going to use two different glazes. For one, I am going to use a spray paint type, and the next one I am going to use a glaze, which is a liquid type. But before that, I am going to attach the eye pins to it. So if you want to know what are the tools I use, then you can check out my YouTube video where I have uploaded a detailed video on tools required to use for making clay charm. I have been using two adhesives. Let me show it to you. These are the two adhesives I have been using for a long time. The first one is a normal Fevikwik adhesive, and this is a pretty good one. And the next one I am using here is B7000. This is also a pretty good one. For the price, I thought it is bit costly, but when I got it in a retail, it was pretty less cost. Now that I have completed making the clay charm, I have also attached the jump ring. And please do wear a mask and a glove while using adhesives and glaze, because the smell can just get into your nose and cause you some irritation. So yeah, now let us get back into the topic. I am just using a liquid glaze for the rings I have made. This one looks pretty good, and usage is bit difficult because I need to use a brush. This is an additional tool that you require while using liquid type glaze. That is the only drawback I will be saying. For video purpose, I am not using the gloves, but you need to use the gloves, otherwise the glaze will stick to your hand and it will not be removed for a long time. So you can see that I am just brushing it out on one side, then I will be drying it, and later I will be glazing it on the bottom. For spray painting it, you need to attach the clay charms to a stick. After spray painting, you need to catch the droplets in a paper. If you are planning to buy only a liquid glaze, don't worry, you can use a small container. In that you can just add a lot of glaze and dip the charms one by one. This process is a bit difficult. I am using this process because my spray paint is already empty, so I need to glaze it because I need to deliver the charms very soon, so I am just using this process. So you can also use it. After glazing it, just let them dry for at least 30 to 40 minutes so that they completely dry. This is how the charms will look like after it is completely dried. I hope the video was useful for you. If it is, then do subscribe my YouTube channel as well as do follow me on Instagram to get more updates on this. And if you want to buy customized product from me, then you can contact me through email or you can DM me on Instagram. See you in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.